The Cuban Revolution was fought for the independence of the island and for a socialistic future that its people dreamed of. It made way for many progressive ideas such as universal education and healthcare. It also incited hope for other countries with similar interests. One thing that it helped produce as well was imperfect cinema. It was developed as Cuba's own distinct form of cinema through a variety of different concepts. One of those concepts is the fact that the film allows the audience to relate to its content. However, this idea includes subsections such as provoking thoughts, its grimy quality, and historical events that highlight the process that created the problem. In the essay For an Imperfect Cinema, written by Julio Garcia Espinosa, he states that imperfect cinema finds a new audience in those who struggle, and it finds its themes in their problems, meaning that the purpose of imperfect cinema is to build a sense of pride within the audience through their interconnection with the film. For instance, Sergio, the main character in Tomás Gutiérrez Arlia's 1968 film Memorias del Subdesarrollo, is caught up in a state of uncertainty living in post-revolution Cuba. The film captures his anxiety and fear during the time of the Exodus, a period of fear of invasion in Cuba from the Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961 to the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. A symbolic representation of this within the film is Sergio's unstable relationship with Elena, a young aspiring actress. Her mood swings within the relationship represent the unpredictable future of the country due to the Cuban Missile Crisis and the Bay of Pigs invasion, which all started taking place after the country's independence. The year this film was released was 1968, a year where fear and uncertainty rose again. The country was facing economic burdens of trade agreements and embargoes from the U.S. Also, the USSR reduced the amount of resources being sent to Cuba, such as petroleum, leaving them to ration. All of these events are what could have led the Cuban people's concern about their national situation. Another one of the umbrella qualities that define imperfect cinema is the quality in which it is made. Espinosa explained the idea that these films are created with little to no mind of the sharpness of the image or sound. For example, imperfect cinema is no longer interested in quality or technique. In the film, it is highlighted with scenes that are in black and white with sudden spikes with brightness and exposure. One example is a moment where Sergio is dropping a dead bird off of his balcony. It's also seen towards the end of the film as Sergio is walking in what seems to be a big empty space. The camera zooms into his face as it does, and the picture becomes blurry. Imperfect cinema is said to include the quality of provoking thought within the audience. According to Julio Garcia Espinosa, in his essay titled For an Imperfect Cinema, he states, to show the process of the problem, on the other hand, is to submit it to judgment without pronouncing the verdict. In other words, without explicitly forming an opinion for the audience, the film showcases different aspects of the problems going on within it. This is seen in the end of the film where the audience is unsure as what is going to happen next. Sergio is walking blanklessly as the camera is zooming in, focusing on his face, and the audience is left to wonder with his final words as to how to cure underdevelopment.